Ideal solution. So, what is an ideal solution? A solution which follows Rod's law at all concentration and at all temperature is called as ideal solution. एक ऐसे सॉल्यूशन जो रॉड्स लॉ को फॉलो करता है सारे कंसंट्रेशन और टेम्परेचर के लिए, वो कहलाता है आइडियल सॉल्यूशन. नाउ if it follows Rod's law, we know that it will obey this equation. PA will be equal to P naught A into X. Now मान लेते हैं कि the solution is made up of the solute AA and let it be a solvent or some another component BB, and the resulting solution will obviously have a AB interaction here from A from here and B from here. So the final solution have this form AB. Now the interactive forces between this AB is same as that of AA and BB components. Means it seems that it is a hypothetical case. An ideal solution is a hypothetical case. So if the solution is forming where it has the same interactive forces as its components, then there will no any energy change. It means the process when the solution will form, it will neither exothermic nor endothermic. So quite exceptional case. Since the interactive forces are same, so there is no change in the volume when the final solution is forming, no change in volume. Now, which solution are going to show this ideal behavior? In class 11th, we have read about ideal gas, a hypothetical case. It is also a hypothetical case. So, molecules with similar shape and size and same forces, same interactive forces can behave as ideal solution. So, condition for ideal solution is the molecule must have similar shape, size and same interactive forces. And thing to be noted here is very dilute solution behave as ideal solution. Very dilute solution, if we add more amount of water to a solution, it may behave as an ideal solution. One of the example here is benzene plus toluene. Another example is bromobenzene plus chlorobenzene, normal hexane plus normal heptane, and so on. Now let us work through the graphical plot. In case of ideal solution, we have plotted vapor pressure against mole fraction. For both component A and B, we are plotting it. So mole fraction of A is 0 here and 1 is here. So if we plot the graph for A, when XA is equal to 1, we will get P naught A here. And for component B, XB is 0 here, origin, and XB is equal to 1. So when XB is equal to 1, this is case of P naught B. It's pure component. Now when we join these two lines of P naught A and P naught B, we have taken P naught A a bit higher than P naught B. It means we have assumed the vapor pressure of A to be more than vapor pressure of B. So the total vapor pressure will lie on this line. The total vapor pressure will lie on this line. Now let us work on the second case of non-ideal solution. A solution which do not shows Rod's law. Ideal solution follows Rod's law. Non-ideal solution will not follow Rod's law. It will not follow Rod's law. Ideal solution जो है वो Rod's law को follow नहीं करता है. Now there are two cases here, solution showing positive deviation and solution showing negative deviation. So in case of positive deviation, the vapor pressure of solution will be more than that calculated from Rod's law. जो solution की vapor pressure है वो Rod's law से calculate किए गए vapor pressure से ज़्यादा होगा. चलो पहले एक example को हम लोग यहाँ पे समझे. Let us go through the example of ethanol plus acetone. So ethanol have hydrogen bonding. Now when acetone will try to dissolve here in ethanol, these bonds will be broken. These are what? Hydrogen bond. आप जानते होंगे. This is delta negative, delta positive charge. So interactive forces, okay. So these are hydrogen bond. So acetone, if acetone has to dissolve here, this hydrogen bond should break first and then it will dissolve. So when these bonds will break, the ethanol molecules will set free, and when these ethanol molecules will set free, they will enter into the vapor phase, and thus they will increase the vapor pressure of the solution. So it has a higher vapor pressure. Now interactive forces are weaker here. The final solution which is forming will be having a weaker interactive forces. The component itself has a stronger interactive forces, and the final solution is forming with a weaker interactive forces. So if the final solution is forming with a weaker interactive forces, it will be endothermic process, energy will release. And if the forces is weaker, the final solution, the resulting solution may have a slight more volume. So delta V mixing is greater than 0. Now let us go through the graphical plot. So what we have to do here, you just first plot the graph for ideal solution, and since there is increase in vapor pressure, so we have increased for component A, we have increased for component B, and for the total vapor pressure. Now in case of second case where we have solution with negative deviation, the vapor pressure is less than that calculated from Rod's law, Let us take the case of acetone and chloroform. So acetone and chloroform itself are bonded by hydrogen bond. They are itself bonded by hydrogen bond, a stronger bond. So when the final solution is forming, these interactive forces are stronger. So we know that if interactive forces are stronger, energy will release. So this process is exothermic. Since these forces are stronger, so obviously the final volume of resulting solution will be a bit less. So delta V mixing is less than 0. And in this graphical plot, you first plot the graph for ideal solution, and since there is decrease in the vapor, so we have to take this graph downward on this straight line, and this total vapor pressure, final vapor pressure will also come downward.